All right. Okay, last class we are discussing about forming differential equation, right? Okay. So basically, I said 2 points. First point is how many variable constants are there. Okay, that many times only you have to differentiate, not more than that. Okay, and second point is, for example, an equation has two variable constants. You will differentiate twice. You will have first equation after differentiating one more equation after differentiating one more equation. You have to use these three equations and eliminate those variable constants and find a relation between y and dy by dx and d square y by dx square. If you have three variable constants, you will go up to third derivative. Okay. So when you differentiate only once, what you get is first order differential equation because you only have dy by dx. When you differentiate twice, you will have d square y by dx square also. That will be called second order differential equation. If you have d cube y by dx cube also, it is called third order differential equation. But sometimes it appears like we have more constants. But if you see carefully, the number of effective constants, the word I want to use is not differentiate as many times as how many effective constants are there. What do you mean by effective? Look at here the very first question. Y is equal to C1 e power C2x. Okay, this is okay. Let me give another question. Y equal to C1 into e power x plus C2. This may look like two constants, but actually it is one constant only. Why? You can write a power m plus n as a power m into a power n. You can write e power x into e power C2. This and this together is a constant. So I can write these two together as some k into e power x. So it is effectively only one constant. Right? Online, are you able to hear me clearly and see the board clearly or any problem?
Yes,
No
sir.
problem, sir.
No problem. Okay. Anytime if my voice is breaking or video is not clear, tell me. Okay. Okay. So here you have to differentiate only once. Here also C1 and C2 are there. Are they really two constants or not? Okay. Let me take another question. Let's say I have y is equal to a sine bx plus c. Does this really mean I have three variable constants a, b, c? Y equal to a sine bx plus c. Do you think it is three constants effectively? Or can we reduce it if possible? If I expand this, I'll get sine bx cos c plus cos bx sine c. I may take a cos c as one constant, a sine c is another constant. I think still three constants are there. We cannot reduce anything further because a cos c, if you call some L into sine bx, and a sine c call some m into cos bx, still you have three variables L, m, and b. Okay, so it is effectively three constants. So if you form a differential equation, definitely you'll get third order, no doubt about it. Anyway, coming to this, we have to somehow eliminate C1 and C2 by differentiating twice. So when I differentiate once dy by dx, I'll get C1 into e power C2x, e power this is this only, and derivative of that power is C2. Not that I have to differentiate one more time means I'll just proceed. Sometimes if possible, in this step only I want to simplify it. C1, this one I can write y. So this also I can replace with y in this step only. So I will get dy by dx is equal to y into C2. Now to eliminate C2, still because of two constants I have to differentiate twice. So d square y by dx square. Okay. When I differentiate, I'll get dy by dx into C2. I cannot keep on differentiating going further. This C2 I have to avoid now, and I cannot differentiate anything more. In the place of C2, I can write dy by dx by y, right? I can write C2 is equal to dy by dx by y. So this I can write here. Dy by dx is equal to dy by dx by y. If you bring this y here, we'll get y d square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx whole square. Okay. So they might have written this as y double dash, and they might have written this as y dash whole square. Okay. Now, so I differentiated once, adjusted it. I don't need to, but I can do without that also. Wrote this as y, and then there's one thing. Maybe in some questions it may work out. Here I differentiated, then I found C2 from here. I substituted. There is another way to avoid that. Divide with y right here. You are going to get dy by dx by y equal to C2. Okay. What is the advantage now? When you differentiate it, in the next steps, definitely C2 will go now. If I differentiate it, what is the derivative of C2? 0. And here I can apply u by v rule. And apply u by v rule, what I'll get? Y into derivative of this is d square y by dx square minus dy by dx into derivative of this is another dy by dx by y square equal to 0, u by v rule. Now denominator send that side, you got the same differential equation. Y double dash is equal to y dash whole square. Okay. So one way to eliminate any constant is you keep constant one side, everything else to the other side and differentiate it. At least the constant is gone. Okay. Depends on the question how you do it. Okay. So these are two constants. I have to differentiate twice, and we could eliminate C1 and C2 completely, and we got a differential equation. I think forming differential equation IP, there may not be too many questions here, 20 are there. I think I can do odd numbers, we can do even numbers. Is this okay? I think instead of stand, I should have something hanging from the roof ceiling, yeah, so that it will not obstruct your vision. Okay, now, as I said earlier, our syllabus is only first order differential equation regarding solving part, not forming part. Okay, but some equations which are higher order also we can solve. For example, here our answer is y double dash is equal to y dash whole square. If somebody gives this differential equation and asks solution, we should get back our y equal to c1 into e power c2x, right? Okay, how to solve? You don't have to write it. Just listen. Y double dash, one y dash I'll bring this side, one y I'll bring this side. Y I brought, for this is a derivative, for this is a derivative, right? So when I integrate it, this integral will be log y, because for this derivative is available. This integral will be log y dash plus log c. When you remove the log, we'll get y dash equal to cy. Okay. Now bring this y here, y dash by y equal to c. Of course, y dash means dy by dx. For this is the integral, sorry, derivative. So when integrate again, this is going to come log y, this is going to come cx. Okay, plus some other constant k. When you remove this log, you'll get y is equal to e power cx plus k. If you want, you can remove this k as e power cx into e power k. In the place of e power k, they gave c1. In the place of this c, they gave c2. Right? So even though it is of second order, still we are able to solve it. Right? Okay. So it is not necessary here because nobody is going to ask second order, but I'm just showing you some second order differential equations we can manage to solve. May not be all the second order differential equations. It is not part of the solution, but if somebody wants to write, you can write also. Okay. If you want to write a question, solve equation. Anyway, apart from this, I think in newspaper some news came that NDA director gave a statement that there is no reduction in the JEE main syllabus, something like that came. Okay, if somebody has that news, you can send the picture of that later. If you have, don't have to spend too much time if you have newspaper or something. But in the net, when I searched or go to official site or something like that, I did not get any such message. But anyway, they said in 10 to 12 days, they'll give some clarity on when is the JEE Mains exam going to be and what is going to be the syllabus officially. Okay. So we are expecting, I don't think they will keep before February last week, they will not be able to keep. Normally they keep in January. The present situation, they have to postpone at least by a little bit time. Okay. So in the worst case, that is in the earliest, they may keep February last week. That's what we are expecting. Okay. So present syllabus, I think all your tracks, maths or physics or chemistry, by in another 2 weeks we'll be able to complete. Okay. Another 1 week, 10 days or maximum 2 weeks. In the worst case, this month end. But whatever it is, by December end, in the worst case, by December 20 only we may complete, but by December end also. Okay. So January 1st onwards, obviously will be the revision, no doubt. Okay, but those who are serious or you have more time, first of all, focus on the present topics. In the present topics, do mains question nicely, advanced question nicely. If you have time, do positive mains questions. But if you have time, okay, you have another 20 days roughly on your own. You want to revise because once the revision starts from the college side, it will be quite hectic because where to revise first year topics and second year topics within 2 months only. Okay. So in maths, we have something like 25 to 30 chapters. Okay. And within 2 months means hardly 60 days. So 25 topics within 60 days, hardly will get 2 days for a topic. Okay. Any topic, if I teach theory, okay, people will say you only taught theory and what about the variety of questions? If you tell different model of the questions, you will tell without telling the theory, why just teaching the questions, what do they use? Okay. So it will be, a little tough situation only. Okay. So those are serious. I recommend you revise some topics on your own. Okay. These 20. First to do present topics properly. If you have time or proper planning, you can do. Okay. That is the reason I was sending in another class. I'm teaching some classes. I'm sending the recordings like progressions I sent, revision, vector algebra I'm sending. I just started. Inverse trigonometry I'm teaching first years actually, not the revision. But without teaching much problems, mostly I'm teaching only theory for them for 4 or 5 classes. Okay. So those things which we are not using in second year so much. For example, straight lines we use extensively. So that revision you don't have to do so much. Okay. But vector algebra, 3D geometry, you might have completely forgotten. You might have never used it, or maths and determinants. Okay. Or some topics like that. Okay. For example, differentiation we may be using quite a bit here and there because in integration. So like that, you plan something so that in revision you can focus on other topics more. Okay. Some topics you revise now, so that in revision, let us say you revise progressions, and that week in maths we are teaching progressions. In physics, chemistry, some other topics are going on. You can focus on those physics and chemistry more at that time, something like that. Okay. So I'm not just asking you to do revise only maths. You can do physics or chemistry, but use it properly. You have to feel the heat of the situation that you don't have so much time to revise. That is the point. Okay. You understand in the beginning when we are rushing the classes, one may think, oh, so much time is there. COVID is there and the exams will be postponed. What is the rush to conduct online classes so much, giving so much homework and running after you? But you realize when we started at that time, we could complete the syllabus now, and we got a time to only 2 months to revise. What if we are also little not so planned at that time? Understand, right? Anyway, some classes if I don't send also, if you see in my channel, you will find what are the class I'm teaching in other places. Mainly for the ASB, I taught progressions, I'm teaching vector algebra. And the fresh juniors, I'm recently taught trigonometric equations, and now I'm teaching inverse trigonometry. Inverse trigonometry theory I taught thoroughly. Okay, if somebody wants to listen, they can listen. Yeah. Okay, third question here. X square plus y square minus 2ay equal to 0. Okay. What does this represent in coordinate geometry? Huh? Is it represent parabola? What does this represent? Circle. Okay. Will it cover all the circles in xy plane or some specific circles? If I tell x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, it covers all the circles in xy plane. Passing through origin. Yes, constant is missing, so this is passing the origin. If but it is not all the circles passing the origin. Why? Then in that case, I would have said x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy equal to 0. But there is no x term. So which particular circles it is covering? Passing through origin, correct? Within passing through origin, can you tell something more? Circles? What is on xy plane? Who said? Passing through x-axis. What do you mean by passing through x-axis? It will pass the origin. It cannot pass all points on x-axis, right? With center on y-axis. Okay. This will represent all the circles like this. All circles touching x-axis at origin. I could have said that. Okay. All circles touching x-axis at origin, or all circles passing through origin and having center on y-axis. Why I'm talking about this? Here they gave you directly this and ask what are the differential equations of this family. But sometimes they will not give this. They will ask like this. Okay. What is the differential equation of the family? Okay. Family of circles which are touching x-axis at origin. So first of all, you have to understand it is this and then eliminate it. Okay. Later on, some questions will come like that. Okay. Or they can ask all the circles whose center is on y-axis and passing to origin. What is the differential equation of that family of circles? So first of all, using your coordinate geometry knowledge, you have to frame this equation and then eliminate it. But here already they gave you that equation. Okay, now as I said, if it is only one variable, I'll bring that one constant, I'll bring that constant one side, everything else on the side and differentiate. I don't have to worry how to eliminate. For example, if I directly differentiate, I'll get 2x plus 2y y dash minus 2a y dash equal to 0. I have to find what is 2a from here and substitute there. Not too difficult, easy only. Let me even write it. Everywhere 2 will cancel and I'll be getting a as x plus y dash by y dash. I can put that back. I'll get x square plus y square minus 2 times x plus y dash by y dash y equal to 0. If I multiply with y dash, x square y dash plus y square y dash minus 2xy minus 2y square y dash equal to 0. This and this are same with a minus, so I can cancel out. Then I'll get x square y dash minus y square y dash minus 2xy equal to 0. This is a differential equation. So I have taken y dash common here and would have written x square minus y square into y dash is equal to 2xy. This is one way to do it. That is differentiate only once. You cannot do more than that because of one constant. If not, you can also write this as 2a is equal to x square plus y square by y. And then differentiate. Derivative of this is 0. Apply u by v rule. Y into derivative of this is 2x plus 2y y dash minus x square plus y square into y dash by y square. Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator by denominator whole square. This will go this side, you'll get 0. When I expand this, I'll get 2xy plus 2y square y dash minus x square y dash minus y square y dash. From this, 1 y square will come, you'll get x square minus y square into y dash is equal to 2xy. Okay. So you can do like this, that is differentiate once and somehow eliminate a, or another is bring a one side, everything else another side and differentiate. Many of you may have to practice sitting with the mask for 3 hours or something like that. That means in the class or something. Why? In the future, if they have to write mains exam, okay, till that time, if situation still prevails like that, in the exam hall, you have to wear mask for 3 hours. Okay, if you don't practice before, it will be quite suffocating. Okay, you will not be able to focus on the exam. Okay, so wearing the mask in the class is also a practice preparing for your day mains exam. You got habituated with the mask. Okay. As if you are born with the mask. Okay. So you can see fifth question is this. They did not give the equation. They described the family. You have to form the family's equation. And what is this here? The differential equation of the family of circles with fixed radius 5 and center on the line y equal to 2. So y equal to 2 is a line like this. Having center on this line anywhere with radius 5. So I can take center here and draw a circle of radius 5. Or I can have center here radius 5. Or I can have center here radius 5. Okay. The center can move on this line. Take a bangle or some circle of radius 5 and make sure the center is on this and move it. We'll get lot of positions. All of them together, that family will have an equation. But it's not a very difficult question because the center will be 2 comma k. Sorry, k comma 2. Because only y coordinate is 2, x coordinate keeps changing and radius is 5. So equation of circle is x minus k whole square plus y minus 2 whole square equal to 5 square. Okay. Instead of giving directly this and say find differential equation. Okay. They said it is a family of circles whose center is on y equal to 2 and of radius 5. Again, only one variable constant k. We have to differentiate only once and then eliminate the k. Okay. So to do this, shall we do differentiate directly? I just want to put an answer also. First of all, see what it is kind of. Okay, so just directly differentiate and see what happens. 2 into x minus k, 2 into y minus 2 into derivative is y dash, and this derivative is 0. So just find x minus k from here, put it back, it is gone. All right. So x minus k is equal to minus of y minus 2 into y dash. And square it, x minus k whole square is equal to y minus 2 whole square, y dash whole square. This one you substitute here, then k is gone. Okay. Sum from these two equations, the original equation is derivative, we have to eliminate k. So instead of eliminating k, I'm eliminating x minus k itself. So when you put this back, I will be getting y minus 2 whole square plus y dash whole square plus y minus 2 whole square equal to 25. Is that the answer? Then let us send this one to the other side. Okay. Okay, not very difficult, quite simple. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, anybody any doubt regarding fifth question? No, completed. Okay, seventh question. Y is equal to a e power 3x plus b e power minus 3x. Okay. If the numbers are slightly different, it may be a little difficult, but this one is a little easy. Why? I have to, first of all, two constants a and b. I have to eliminate two things. So I have to differentiate twice. When I find y dash, I'll get 3a e power 3x minus 3b e power minus 3x. Because derivative of the power is 3 and here minus 3. This is a plus here, this is a minus. It is, I cannot write this in terms of this. But I know for sure if I differentiate one more time, again it will become plus and it's a very simple differential equation. So y double dash will be 9a e power 3x plus 9 will come, one more minus 3, 9b e power minus 3x. If I take 9 common, a e power 3x plus b e power minus 3x, which is y. So 9y. That's it. So this is only differential equation. You don't have to do anything further. One may say y dash is not involved. Yeah, it is not necessary that your answer should contain y dash, y double dash, everything. Okay. If two variables, definitely it will come second order. Y double dash will come. Y dash may come, may not come, depending on situation. Here we put that directly right. This only, that's all. Okay. Okay, now let us say this is given and we have to find this. Differential equation, this is given and we have to find this. Let us start with y double dash equal to 9y. Anybody want to give an idea how to solve this differential equation? Divide with y. Okay, I can bring this y here, but for y this is not the derivative, so I will not be able to integrate directly. We have to get an idea that you have to multiply with y dash on both sides. You have to multiply with y dash on both sides. Y. For this is the derivative. If you take this is t, this is dt. Similarly, for this is a derivative, right? Now when integrate, this is like t dt, integral will be t square by 2. So I'll get y dash whole square by 2. For this is a derivative, so I'll get 9y square by 2 plus, right? Now I can send 2, it's okay. So I'll get y dash whole square equal to, actually if I neglect c, if I take c also some answer will come, but if I neglect that c part, I'll get basically y dash equal to plus or minus 3. Okay. When I take plus 3y and bring this y here, I'll get e power 3x as a solution. When I take minus 3x, I'll get e power minus 3x. So e power 3x is also solution, e power minus 3x also solution. Any combination of that is a solution. Not just e power 3x, k into e power 3x. So I'll get k into e power 3x also okay, some L into e power minus 3x okay. Their sum is also okay. Whenever usually for differential equations, when you have f is a solution, g is a solution, even f plus g also will be a solution. You can substitute and see that. Okay, anyway, I'm just giving a small idea here that if you multiply with y dash, okay, you can solve this differential equation. In fact, in physics, they don't have to solve a differential equation, but if you look at your SHM definition, in simple harmonic motion, your definition is what? Acceleration is proportional to displacement, but negative will come, right? You think d square y by dx square equal to minus ky. Okay. They may just tell for this the solution is some in the form of a sine omega t plus phi, something like that. Okay. But how from here this one came, they will not tell you. But if you use maths and solve differential equation, we can prove how to get from here to here. How? First of all, you multiply with y dash on both sides. For this is a derivative, for this is a derivative, integrate it and do it properly, it will come. Here we have positive constant, plus 9y. If it is minus 9y, we would have got that type of thing. Okay. I can give you some hint what is the connection, I'll tell you. If it is plus 9, you got 3 here, minus 3 here. If it is L, we'll get root L here, minus root L here. Am I right? If it is 16, for example, I would have got 4 here, minus 4 here as a solution. Okay, if I have L, root L and minus root L. But if L is negative, if it is minus 9, I will not get 3, I will get root minus 9. And what is root minus 9? 3i. We are studying complex numbers. Okay, so you are going to get a e power 3ix plus b e power minus 3ix. Okay, and you know e power ix can be written as cos x plus sin x. So this is going to come cos 3x plus sin 3 I sin 3x. This is going to come cos 3x minus I sin 3x kind of thing. Okay, and if you combine properly, let us say you neglect imaginary part or some sort of it, a cos 3x plus b sin 3x together will be cos of some 3x plus theta or something like that will come. Okay, just giving a hint. There is a difference between having a positive constant here and negative constant. Okay, everybody copied it. Not second part, you don't have to write. Getting the differential equation, everybody completed, right? Okay. Before going further, let me see. I want to teach a question. If it is there, I'll teach that. Otherwise, I'll tell something. Okay, I'll tell some question and then we'll come back to ninth one there. Let us say I have y is equal to a e power 2x and b e power 3x or some 5x. Okay. This is not as easy as the previous question, because in the previous question when you differentiate twice, You got 9 times the original equation only. But here we are not going to get that. You are going to get into 2 in first derivative, later on into 4. Okay. So for solving this differential equation, I want to discuss few methods. Okay. Method 1 is the usual method where dy by dx is a into 2 e power 2x, b into 5 e power 5x. And d square y by dx square is a into 4 e power 2x and 25b e power 5x. Okay, now I cannot do anything further because two constants I have to differentiate only twice. But now I have to use this equation, and this equation, somehow eliminate a and b and find a relation between y and dy by dx and d square y by dx square. Okay. Anyone want to give an idea how to eliminate a and b from these three equations?
So we can take a e power 2x is equal to y minus b e power 5x.
Okay.
Then usually substitute, sir.
Okay, you want to write a e power 2x as y minus b e power 5x here and here. Okay, then a will be gone, b will be there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then from these two you can eliminate b. That's nice. Okay. At least one constant you can directly eliminate and do something about it. Okay, almost similar. What I want to do is from this and this, I want to find what is a and what is b. These are like two equations and two unknowns. A is my unknown, B is my unknown. Like that, I'll treat two simultaneous equations. Find what is A and what is B. And that A and B I'll substitute here. Okay. In fact, I don't have to take worry about A. I can take A into e power 2x together as one quantity, B into e power 5x together as one quantity. They are two unknowns and they are to substitute back. Okay. So you eliminate B, you will get A, and eliminate A, you will get B. So if I call this as equation 2 and equation 3 and this is equation 1, how to eliminate b? Multiply this with 5 and subtract. So take equation 3 minus 5 times equation 2. Then this will be gone, and what I will get d square y by dx square minus 5 dy by dx. I am going to discuss some easy methods, but purposely I am discussing this as the first method, which may be little lengthy. And right side what I'll get, I'm multiplying this with 5 and subtract 4 minus 10 is minus 6. So I'll get minus 6 times a e power 2x. Right? Multiplying this with 5 and subtract here this one. If I want to eliminate a, then I'll get b. Okay. How to eliminate? Multiply this with 2 and subtract. So equation 3 minus 2 times second equation. That is d square y by dx square minus 2 dy by dx. Equal to, when I multiply 2 and subtract, this will go, this will be 10, 25 minus 10 is 15. I'll get 15 into b e power 2x. So b e power 5x. That's it. Now substitute these two here. In the place of a e power 2x, what I can write? This by minus 6. So y is equal to, anyway, I use this, but if somebody is not comfortable, you solve these two and substitute in this also. Maybe that is more easy. Let me try that also. I use these two, but somebody can use these two. Okay. So that is, I can take equation 2 minus 2 times first equation. Let me do that. Multiply 2 and subtract, this will go. I'll get a dy by dx minus 2y is equal to 3 times b e power 5x. Because I multiply 2 and here 5, 5 minus 2 is 3. If I take equation 2 minus 5 times equation 1, this will go and this I'll get. That is going to give me dy by dx minus 5y. This will go and this will come minus 3 times a e power 2x. 2 minus 5. Okay. This is minus. That's it. Now I can substitute these two in the third equation. So take d square y by dx square 4 into, in the place of a e power 2x, I can write this by minus 3. So it's going to be dy by dx minus 5y by minus 3. And 25 into b e power 5x, I can write this by 3. dy by dx minus 2y by 3. Okay. I can bring 3 here, or let me see if it can be cancelled or something like that. Okay. So d square y by dx square. If I take dy by dx common, I'll get minus 4 by 3 here plus 25 by 3. So 25 minus 4 by 3. And if I take y common, this is 20 by 3. This is minus 50 by 3. Okay, so this is 21 7. So I'm going to get 7 dy by dx. Okay, you can see. And here minus 30 minus 10. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, we'll discuss some easy methods, but I want everybody to write this. Okay, those are listening online, you are quite comfortable at your home. Here we don't have power, no fans, quite hot. If anybody has not understood any particular step or the overall idea, please ask me. Okay, I'm going to erase. Does anybody need more time? Okay, I would have not erased 2 equations, but it's okay. I'll write it again. Okay, let me ask one question. Let us see if somebody can answer. A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0. A2x plus B2y plus C2 equal to 0. A3x plus B3y plus C3 equal to 0. These are 3 lines, right? For them to be concurrent, that they should pass through one line, the condition is this depth should be 0. A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. If it is 0, they are concurrent, right? Now, how this condition came? For 3 lines to be concurrent, this is a condition, but how did it come?
Solving 2 lines and keeping that point in the third lines.
Yeah, you just take 2 lines, solve them, you'll get a point of intersection. That point of intersection, substitute here. Don't take equal to 0, just substitute in the place of x and y. When you expand that, you'll get some expression. That expression is nothing but expansion of this determinant. Am I right? Okay. This is what I'm telling is a very important point. Now, look at this. I'm going to write this as a e power 2x into 1 and 1 into b e power 5x uh, equal to y or minus y, not a problem. Next, I am going to write 2 into a e power 2x and 5 into b e power 5x equal to y dash. Next, 4 into a e power 2x, 25 into b e power 5x is equal to y double dash. What is that I want? I done in the previous method. I solved two of them, found what is this, and substituted here. Based on what I explained just now, solving two equations, substituting that in the third equation, nothing but the determinant expansion, right? Okay, so you can straight away do this. Take this as one variable, this as one variable, 1, 1 y, 2, 5 y dash, 4, 25 y double dash equal to 0. That is the answer. Okay, because I'm supposed to solve these two, find what is this, and substitute here. That is nothing but these coefficients, and this so-called constants like C1, C2, C3, that equal to 0 kind of thing. Do you understand this point? Expand this determinant, directly get same equation what we got. And this is a valid method, you can write in IP. Don't think it is some shortcut or something. In intermediate exam, you can write this method. Okay, expand this determinant. I can expand using third column. Y into what I'll get? This into this minus this into this. 50 minus 20, 30. Minus y dash into 25 minus 4, 21 with a minus 21, yes. Plus y double dash into 5 minus 2, 3 equal to 0. Divide with 3, you got it. Y double dash minus 7y dash plus 10y equal to 0. Anybody have any doubt about this method? Okay, I'm going to erase this. Okay, method 3. I want to eliminate, just 2 minutes I will take and stop. I want to eliminate A in one go and eliminate B in the next go. Okay, what I mean by that? Multiply e power minus 2x. You'll get y e power minus 2x equal to A plus B e power 3x. I multiply e power minus 2x everywhere. Why I multiplied is I want to isolate A. Okay. Now when I differentiate, A will become 0 or not? Okay. So when I differentiate, y into what is the derivative of this? Minus 2 e power minus 2x plus e power minus 2x into derivative of y is y dash, and A derivative is 0, and this is 3b e power 3x. Sorry, e power 3x. Now, in the next step, I want B also to become 0 and I should get the answer. So I want to isolate B. So I want to multiply with e power minus 3x on both sides. So here I multiplied with e power minus 2x there. Now I multiplied with e power minus 3x to remove this. Then this will become minus 2y e power minus 5x. This will become e power minus 5x into y dash. This will become 3b. Now, when I differentiate, b will be gone, and I got a differential equation done. So basically, the concept is one by one, you isolate the constant and differentiate it, it will become 0. Now, what is you apply UV rule here? Minus 2 times y into derivative of this is minus 5 e power minus 5x. And this into this is e power minus 5x into y dash. Coming to this, e power minus 5x into derivative of this is y double dash. And y dash into derivative of this is minus 5 e power minus 5x, and it is 0 here. Okay, now I got a different equation, but it may not look as nice as what we want. can get it. Take e power minus 5x common all over. And yeah, what is we are left with after taking this? This is 10y. This into this is minus 2y dash. This is y double dash. This is minus 5y dash equal to 0. We got it. Y double dash and this together is minus 7y dash plus 10y equal to 0. Okay. This idea is basically eliminating one by one. We'll discuss one more last method and then we'll stop. I hope online you are able to follow comfortably, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you explain method 3 again, sir?
Method 3, because two constants are there, I have to eliminate them. I want to do such a way that when I differentiate once, A should go. When I differentiate once, B should go. And I don't have to readjust again. I don't have to take this equation, substitute here. I don't want all that. So if e power 2x is there, I cannot eliminate A. That's why I multiply with e power minus 2x. Now A is alone, a constant. When I differentiate it, it becomes 0 for sure. So from here to here, when I differentiated, A became 0, gone. One variable is eliminated. Now I want to eliminate B. So into B, nothing should be there, but e power 3x is there. So how to isolate B? Multiply with e power minus 3x. Now B is alone without any function of x. When I differentiate, derivative of that will be 0. Now I don't have to struggle to substitute these things back. This must be my answer. I have to just take common and add up some things. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, method 4, it is like a shortcut for you, but it is a standard method in engineering. Okay, and I'll explain what is the concept behind that method also. But first, I'll tell you the method. Whenever something in the form of y equal to a into e power some mx and b into e power some nx, you take d minus this number 2 here into d minus this number 5 here. Expand this, d square minus 7d plus 10 equal to 0. Okay. In the shortcut, d square means d square y by dx square. It is not dy by dx whole square. It is second derivative. This means 7 dy by dx. And this constant means into y also will be there. Okay. Equal to 0. We got the answer. That's right. Okay. So if somebody wants to know how this method came, it looks nice, very simple. You can do it. How this came. Okay. Please come to the next class. All right. This is just trailer for the next class. Okay. Thank you. Okay, you're ready to go. Come on, man. You go. I'm not stopping, but I just finished and you are already there at the door. One day, 2 minutes, I'm taking extra. You can't manage. Okay, go, no problem.